All right, we are live. We are live. All right. Should probably make sure I lock that webcam again. Let me go into this joint. No, I'll leave that alone because I don't know what that's looking like. All right, lots to talk about today, man. I dropped a couple of videos explaining some of the things we can expect for 2K24. I talked about crossplay, which is what we're going to get into this live stream with how you guys are going to actually be able to connect with players from different consoles. They explained that in a live stream done yesterday by Stacks Montana and Evan 2K. So that's pretty dope. We can cover that. And quite a couple other things to talk about, like with the idea of getting a new jump shot creator. That should be dope as well. Let me just let everybody in our Discord know that I am live so the homies could come on true. Salute to everybody in here. Rick, what up? Ricky Slick, what's good? James Williams in the building. Mal in the building. What up, Mal? Juice Sosa, what it is? Non-topper. All right. Let's pause. My review shorts. What up? Zendara in the building. Zedandara. Copy and paste 2K23. You actually want them to copy and paste 2K23? Can't stay for long today. It's my birthday. Hey, salute to James Williams, man. Hope you have a blessed and beautiful birthday, man. Happy birthday to you, James Williams. Meeks Almighty, is that 2K24 gameplay on 2K Instagram story? Highly doubtful. I can't. I haven't seen it, so I can't tell you, Meeks. But I'll double check it. I'll double check it. I don't think they would release gameplay early without it being. It'll be on the most major platform. So it would have been all over Twitter if it is indeed that. We'll see. I'll double check it though. Good looking out for letting me know. What up, Rome? What's good, Rome? You. Let me get up in here. We did that. We add the live. We did the live. Okay. Let me make sure that before I continue that I have this up so I know what we're looking at. All right. What it do, Marvin? What's good? Isaiah King, I see you. Much love to you as well, man. Son, what up, son? Talking sauce, what it is. I think that's what it's going to be, though. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll check it out. Leo's in the building. My B-day is on Monday the 14th. Hey, that's when 2K drops info on the 14th. Yeah. What up, Uncle Stretch? What's goody, y'all? What it is, what it is. So, talking about crossplay, I dropped a video on this earlier today to keep you guys informed. But in case you haven't gotten an opportunity to watch the video, we can talk about it on the live stream. What up, Golden State Grizzly? What's good, man? So as far as the crossplay option for you guys to be able to connect with players from different platforms. If you're on PlayStation, you want to connect to somebody that has an Xbox. We're looking to drop off all Xbox players. So like I said in the video, I want all that smoke. Bring it. I want all that smoke for you Xbox players. I'm looking to make it happen this year. We're looking to have a ton of fun with the rivalries between PlayStation and Xbox. So there's going to be a new social menu, which will allow you to connect, and this is going to be done in game. So I don't know if it's going to be something like Call of Duty, but Call of Duty, you know how you got to create a separate account. I think it's an Activision account. Well, from what I understand, they didn't get into that much detail, but they said it's going to be in game where you'll have this social menu to connect with players from other platforms. Keep coming strong with the 2K news. Big respect to you as well. Appreciate that. What up, Jamil? What's goody? Also, people wondering if you're going to have an indicator to say you're on PlayStation or Xbox. If you're going to have an indicator to let people know what console you repping, and they confirm that you are going to have an indicator to let other folks know what platform you're playing on. So that's pretty dope, man. I can't front about that. I like that idea. I wanted to pull up some images. Give me 1 second. I'm going to make sure that I have them. Let me see what image that. Okay, that's that one. So we'll replace this one, and I'll bring in this other image that I wanted to pull up. First, we'll talk about this tweet. Okay, and then what image is this? That's that one. So next, I want to talk about what Ronnie 2K. Let me make sure that that's good. Okay. Did they say starting off? They didn't say yet. Not that I know of yet. So the homie asked if they said we're starting off at 85 again. I haven't heard anything yet. So as soon as I appreciate the love, Emax, what it is? King Best Style, what's good? Brooklyn in the building. Mason, what up? That crossplay is going to be lit as long as they get it right. As long as they get it right, that's the big question that I'm sure everybody's concerned with. Are the servers going to uphold crossplay? They should. It should compensate, being that they were working two separate consoles, so they had servers for separate consoles, and now they're consolidating it. So it should work. There shouldn't be any problems with that. Other gaming developers are able to do it with no problem. Crossplay is like a common thing now, so I don't see why 2K would have an issue with it. We all understand how 2K may have an issue with it, but considering their finances, considering how much money they make, considering how much money you guys are paying, we shouldn't have a problem as consumers to play crossplay. It shouldn't be any issue. Has already been done, and they're basically borrowing from existing ideas and implementing it. Yeah, this is the 2K way. Mac on YouTube said, look, everything they're doing has already been done, and they're basically borrowing from existing ideas and implementing it. Look to competitors who have something in place already. Ta-da. Yeah, nobody really, they don't care if it's been copied. Folks don't care if crossplay has been done 100 times. The people who are veterans of 2K knows what 2K is about. They're gonna copy. This is what they've come up on. But they've always been able to copy and then make it better. That's how they paved their way within the basketball gaming genre. So they've always done this, from taking EA workers, and who knows taking, I don't want to say it like that, but EA workers going over to 2K. If I'm not mistaken, Mike Wang was one of those people at EA. So yeah, this is a known thing. You know, if you just look at 2K, you'll see it, but that's the nature of business. And that's what confuses me as to why there's no other competitors coming up behind 2K and doing the same thing. Because that's the nature of business. But it is what it is. We'll keep it going. Rochester, appreciate the love from Rochester. Zion, Serenity Creations, appreciate that. And still want to throw my opinion about rec play and matchups that reflects ratings. Yeah, I wish they'd had better. You're welcome to share your thoughts on it. Have you played SF6? I may be drawing a blank. I don't know what SF6 is. Starfield? What? I don't know. I don't know what it is. That crossplay. I just care about us stitching in them jerseys. All right, man. So let's keep this thing going. Let's keep this thing going. The first one I wanted to talk about, because shout out to the homie All City Big Heck. He's been on his game. If you guys are interested in staying up to date on the latest information for 2K24 and everything going on with 2K behind the scenes, things like that, I definitely recommend you go check out All City Big Heck on Twitter at BS1, if I'm not mistaken. That's the handle, at BS1. But Heck has been sending me a bunch of information, keeping me up to date as well, and I share that information with you guys. But he sent me some that kind of indicated that there's going to be changes with your jump shot. And from what it looks like, and I know initially I thought this was kind of far stretching, but as I continue to think about it, I'm like, hold on a second. That seems to be exactly what they're saying. We're going to talk about it during this live stream. I wanted to pull up this tweet because this is where it all started, y'all. Let me read the homie Zion. What I love is the rec league to have some kind of lobby, or where they can program them so it's a little more than a year now, and it still has matchups that are unequal. This is common stuff. Like, this common stuff. Rec matchups is a thing we can't really speak about it because we've already beat this thing down to the ground. People been complaining about rec matchups for the longest. This is why so many people want two separate lobbies for rec, squads and no squads. This also refers to pro play when I seen the notes on it. Literally, all right. So Jamal Murray sent out this tweet to 2K saying, "Will you at least fix my jumper?" Then he adds 2K, and Ronnie 2K came out and responded to him saying, "What, you already seen 2K24 trying to troll him?" And he said no, and Jamal Murray tried to troll him back saying no, but I could tell and he's fixing already. So obviously Jamal was trying to troll. But where it got interesting was when Ronnie 2K said, and this was sent out on the 10th of this month, Ronnie 2K responded to him saying, let me put this thing so I can see it clear. "Hit me in a week. Confident you'll feel differently." And he's talking about his jump shot. Confident you'll feel differently about your jump shot in a week. Within a week, the only information that we're supposed to be getting is gameplay and pro play. So obviously, clearly, they're going to be showcasing some jump shot information on August 14th, which is supposed to start the rollout as far as the schedule is concerned. August 14th, that's 2 days from now. Now, in this context, where you got this information right here, where he's telling the homie, your jump shot, if you're curious about your jump shot, come check back and, hit me back in a week and let me know what you think. So this is where things got interesting, because then Ronnie 2K had this interview, and let me see if I could enlarge this here. There we go. Let me see if I could enlarge this and put it somewhere over here. Ronnie 2K had this interview, and he speaks about jump shots. And you guys tell me if I'm like far reaching, if this is too far reaching, or they're like we're onto something here. He says a jump shot is a little different though. I think we have some things cooking real soon that I think will make players like Jamal, who was complaining about his jump shot, really happy about what their jump shot looks like. Now that's just addressing Jamal right there, right? Jamal's the one who had the issue with his jump shot. Jamal Murray had the issue with his jump shot. That right there is initially addressing Jamal and his jump shot. So he says, I actually responded. He said, so I actually responded to him. I said, I know you haven't seen 2K24 yet. I know you're talking about 23. He said, it's going to be really exciting to see what he says after we show our first gameplay. I think he and the rest of the community are going to be super pumped about what we've got in store. So you can't tell me I'm tripping. Like, what I'm saying is not far reaching, because he already spoke and addressed Jamal. So the community, Jamal Murray's not a meta jump shot. So if we're not going to be excited as a community about Jamal Murray's jump shot being fixed and looking a little better than it did in 2K23. We're not going to be super pumped, the way he put it, about that. So to me, it's clear as day that they're going to be doing some changes either to the jump shot creator or how we get our jump shots. Either I'm thinking like customization options where we could control the flick of a wrist on a release, or how high your elbow comes up, or, your release point, where we could really in detail control those things. Also, another idea that I thought of, if you haven't heard this yet, I mentioned it in the live stream. We don't know this to be the case. So if this so happens to be true, I don't want to hear none of y'all try to say that I'm working for a 2K if this so happens to be true. I'm just putting 2 and 2 together to see if there's a possibility. What I thought was a dope idea was us being able to create these custom jump shots and then share them with the entire community. So whoever finds the most goated jump shot, let's say Joe Knows or Badge Plug finds the most goated jump shot, they share it, and everybody starts using the Joe Knows or Badge Plug jump shots. You know what I'm saying? So I think it has the capacity to be amazing. And if I was able to think about that in a matter of, less than 24 hours, I got the information this morning and it just hit me. Then I could only imagine what the folks who are brainstorming at 2K have come up with, how somebody could have easily come up with that idea, and knowing how the community will react to that, because one thing the community loves is jump shots. So back to the comments, man. If 2K fumble Kobe 2K this year, I am done. That's you better score, Tay. I think a lot of people feel that way. One is the 25th anniversary, so that's huge for 2K. Then is Kobe, year 24. You can't mess this bag up. This is a legacy, and I got to tell you, I haven't been happy with what they've done with the Kobe courts. Kobe courts were always like empty and tucked away, and people just used it to practice on. And it was like, that's a whole 5v5 court. There should have been events hosted at that court. There should have been double XP events hosted at that court to incline players to go on over there and play. But they really didn't do nothing with it. What up, Weezy? What's good? Jeff Thomas in the building. When 24 drops, have spent already at 125 already before release. Yeah, I haven't pre-ordered myself. Toonie, could this be the year that 2K is not a copy and paste? Are they really looking to make the game feel fresh? Still up for debate. And we don't got no gameplay in front of us. 2K is good for selling the game. They're really good at marketing. So no matter what, up until release date, we're going to feel like we're getting something new. And I'm going to be sharing all those details with you guys, but I definitely want to hold 2K accountable for everything they say. And I will say this, to give 2K the benefit of the doubt. What up, King Roll Up? What's good, Retro? What up, man? To give 2K the benefit of the doubt, y'all, I went back to last year's Courtside reports. I went all the way back, y'all. Well, not last year, well, 23's Courtside reports in the beginning of the year that they dropped prior to release. And a lot of things that they put in that Courtside report proved to be true. So I was cross-referencing a bunch of stuff that we experience now. I'll give you guys a for instance. Someone had inquired, remember Mike Wang was going crazy on Twitter. Someone had inquired about interior defenders and finishers. And they asked Mike Wang, they said, who do you think is going to have a good early start? What type of players do you think is going to have a good early start to the game? This is the beginning of 2K23. And Mike Wang said, this almost verbatim, Mike Wang said, in the beginning, it's going to be centers who shine because players are going to be bricking until they get their badges and they understand how to shoot on 2K23. Finishers are going to have trouble until they get badges. But he said this will equal out as soon as folks start increasing their attributes and finishers start getting their badges. So he put that down, and that proved to be true. In the beginning of the year, one of the first builds I made was a center build, and it looked like I was just going to have an amazing year up until folks started getting their attributes up and their badges, and then everybody seen what happened with interior defense. Everybody got to see it. 199 from Wheezy. Make paint defense great again. Say it again. Yo, there's two sides on the court. There's a misconception that I think 2K has with the player base that they primarily focus on offense. I think that's a misconception. Do y'all agree with that? I think that's a misconception because especially as the years are passing, there's a lot of players who take so much pride in defense, playing defense as a team, playing defense individually. In fact, I feel that I could understand way back in the day, maybe even up until 2K20, how folks started they were only focused on offense. And it's hard to say that because even on 19 and 20, there were goated defenders, scary defenders out there. So it's really hard to say that. Maybe up until 2K18, we could put it like that. People were primarily focused on offense, but defense has been wanting to be cut loose from the chains for the longest time now. Interior defense and perimeter defense. I think 2K has a misconception where they water the game down. And what I mean by that is they allow offensive mechanics to expose or exploit defensive limitations. So I'm saying that has something to do with the coding. And then you look at what they've done with the AI defense, and it's like mind-numbingly brain dead. How in the world does an AI leave the corner three-point shot? He's a guard. There's a center in the paint already. Because this AI is so brain dead, he leaves the corner and stands right next to his teammate, who's a center, to guard the paint. It's so wild, bro. And the AI used to never be like that. Interesting. Make 2K's defense great again. Don't water the game down. Trust that the community understands basketball. They know what it takes. We know there's two sides to this court. So, All City, they got Kobe Edition 80 in Europe and Mamba 100. Do you think it's worth it paying $20? That's going to be subjective. I'm personally not giving 2K any more money than needed. So they're going to get the standard version out of me this year. 100,000 didn't take you anywhere. The 100,000 VC barely took you anywhere in 2K23. You went from a 60 overall to 61.2 overall with that 100,000. Now I'm trolling. You got a little bit higher than that, but it didn't take you into like a competitive aspect to bring your build out. So they could keep that 100,000. I'm gonna buy $100 worth of VC, and I'm gonna make my first build with that. I expect that 100,000 to do even less on 2K24. So if I personally think it's worth it, no. I've been highly recommending that you guys stick with the standard version. And I understand if you don't, because I spent years getting the most expensive version myself, especially looking forward to that extra 100,000. But when I saw what 2K did in 2K23 with that 100,000, I said, negative, Kochi. Okay, wait until next year. No money for you, Kochi. Nothing. You mean I get to play with All City? Yes, indeed. Hell yeah. Y'all come out, man. What up, Grayson? What's good? But I was tired. The quick drops. Anyway, yeah, quick drops out. What up, JB? Slashing is dead. I just think there will be other ways to get it to the rim. Yeah, it's hard to say. Slashing has the possibility to die out on 2K24. Quick drops is new, yeah. Limitless takeoff is new, yeah. We were finishing like crazy way before Limitless takeoff was even thought of, way before quick drops was even a thing. We were finishing like, in fact, I'd like to say that we had way better finishing before those things even came into the picture. So if you think them things were OP like during their time, then you must be fairly new to 2K, because we used to finish strong. And that was without quick drops, without Limitless. What up, Orlando? What's goody? Join the Discord. World with the community help. Appreciate you saying that, Blake. Yeah, and by the way, if you guys are... Whoa! Ho, 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 ho. Damn! Let Toonie make his shot. $50 super chat from Toonie. Damn, that was wild. What a beautiful thing. Salute to our homie All City Toonie. I truly appreciate you making that happen. That was a really nice gesture. Salute to everybody else who super chats, whether it's 50 or 199. It really means the world. Just the gesture alone means the world to me. Thank you so much, Toonie. Let Toonie make his shot. We're going to be running with Toonie, by the way, today. So if you guys would like to see that or come into the party chat, you're welcome to do that in our Discord. If you guys would like to join Discord, type !Discord. Toonie is actually one of our admins in Discord. Great vibes, man. Just great vibes, man. And it just makes... You ever feel so proud? Because I couldn't have imagined that our Discord community would turn out to be what it's done turn out to be. But we done surrounded ourselves with such freaking amazingly good people. And I'm not just speaking about the salute to you again, Toonie. Appreciate that $50 super chat. And I'm not just speaking about the members. Our leadership, the leadership crew that we've put together is something amazing. If you guys don't know, we've hosted a bunch of tournaments for 2K23. Had some big names in those tournaments like Badge Plug and Joe Knows participating in the All City tournaments. All City Slim, just amazing at running this league. We got the All City League taking place right now. the All City Lunatics, the All City Maniacs. It's getting crazy. I mean, cray. Like Kanye West type of crazy. Salute to Kanye. 199 from Ricky Slick. PlayStation is about to smash Xbox. Say it again. It's going down. Who wants the smoke? I got smoke for all of y'all Xbox players. I don't know why I'm saying that, but it felt like a melody. That $50 super chat got me. Probably every word is going to be a melody now. Warzone tourney soon. Man, just good vibes, man. Good vibes, man. So, you know, we talked about the crossplay. If you're just tuning in, we talked about crossplay. We talked about how you're going to have a new social menu within the game where you can connect with players from each of their respective platforms. And we also talked about players receiving an indicator to let them know so that way they could rep what platform they play on. So if you're on Xbox, everybody around you will know you play on Xbox. Same goes for PlayStation. We talked about just a little while ago, we was touching base. I'll get to the comments after I do this recap real quick, and I'll just read all the comments and we could just create some dialogue. What up, Coins? The rest of the stream, we could just create some dialogue. We talked about the potential for 2K giving us a new jump shot creator. I just covered that a little while ago. So if you're new, you're just tuning in, maybe you could just rewind that stream. And see how we came to that conclusion. I also dropped a video on it earlier today, so you're welcome to check that out. We're gonna do our best to keep you guys up to date on everything 2K, and we got some great resources. Salute to our team, man. All City Big Heck is doing crazy things. Red is just out there making sure that Discord runs smoothly. All City Big Red just got an amazing team. If you guys need help with your dribbling, your jump shot, All City Tron is there, and we're offering one-on-one services with myself and the All City team. That's in our Discord as well, but Discord is free to join, y'all. But if you do want that type of one-on-one type of time with me and the All City team, we really work with y'all. We're out there running with you, making sure you're right, making sure the jump shot right, the dribble, whatever it is that you need. We got a player that could definitely help you out, help you make that happen. So no more cell phone. What you say that? I can't smoke no more. I have high blood pressure. Wow. No more cell phone. I see, because you're saying because that's how you normally invite friends. I see what you're saying. I could see them still having the cell phone, and then you just click the social menu from the cell phone. I could see that. PS gonna smoke Xbox. They better fix my team matchmaking. I don't know much. I didn't play much my team. I suck and get versus Psychomaniacs. That's us. We are the Maniacs. Did you see the top 5 3-point ratings in the game? I didn't check it. I tried to stay away from the ratings because I didn't check it. I do try and stay away from the ratings because it's like it's such fillers. Like 2K could be giving us so much information and they hype up the ratings. $4.99 from Ricky. Them super chats are going crazy. Folks is off the Henny today, man. Go ahead and take another drink. Appreciate it. All City, do you think there will be new badges or wait till after gameplay on Monday? When do they announce that stuff on each cycle? So I'm trying to recall, when did they announce it for 2K23? I'm not sure. They did talk about it. Don't get me wrong. They did talk about it, and I just can't recall. You know, it's only going to be like a 3-week span of information drops. So, because they push everything back, and in 2 days we get the first bit of information, and I already shared the rollout in a video. I can't recall when they released it last year, but there's going to be some changes to badges. It looks like there are going to be new badges, and it looks like they may be consolidating badges. We don't know to what extent are they going to do that. Like, for instance, we know Limitless Takeoff is out the game, but that could easily be consolidated into another badge or incorporated into another badge. like Slithery, Posterizer. Imagine they kind of merge Limitless, Slithery, and Posterizer together, and just rename it a whole new badge. It looks like that's where we're headed. That's what these are some of the changes that they're going to make. They really did a lot of consolidation for 2K23, if you guys didn't know. Again, salute to you, Ricky Slick, for the super chat. Really appreciate that. I feel like shooting ratings give hints to how they relate to the shooting badges. And I could get why you feel that way. I understand why you feel that way, but it's tough because I think the sliders within the coding are operated and adjusted independently from whatever the rating is. So for instance, if shooting is too difficult when they drop the game, then they'll just adjust the slider and make it a little more easy. So it's hard to say that by looking at the ratings you could get an idea of what we're gonna get, because especially with how sensitive they are to shooting, and how sensitive the community is to shooting, those sliders could be adjusted in one hotfix, and the very next day you'll have a different shooting slider. So it's tough to say, but I get you. I get your idea. All right, Reese Galore, All City Live. Do you think I should really buy 2K24? I'm torn because I'm a basketball game head, but I'm tired of giving 2K the satisfaction of taking my money. It's different for me. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say if you should. 2K has the potential to drop greatness any year. Any year. And I think when you count 2K out, that's when they really try and come and shine. It's just tough to say, man. I wish I could give you a better answer. It's tough to say. And I'd be able to provide a better answer, at least the week prior. Maybe come back to the stream and see if I could give you a better answer at least the week prior after we get some more information. Dirty Jers in the building. Ratings don't even mean much to me. Barely play now mode anymore, and I've never done my team. Yeah, same here. How do you feel about 2K removing Limitless Takeoff on 2K24? Like I said earlier, just a second ago, Limitless is nothing to me. I'm kind of heartbroken in a way that because there was a difference between folks who had Limitless and folks who didn't. But the reason why I say it means nothing is because this is a fairly new badge. And I've been playing this game for years. And for years, folks have been finishing really aggressive. In fact, I'd like to even say that they finished better and they finished with way more control in previous versions of 2K before quick drops and before the Limitless Takeoff badge. So I'm not too worried about finishing. I will say this, though. If they leave 2K23's finishing like the way it is right now, if they leave it and put that same finishing in 2K24 minus Limitless Takeoff and minus quick drops, folks are finna be upset. Like, this is gonna really bother a lot of folks. What up, Chapo? What's goody? What height you going with for 2K24? So, I'm not sure. The first player that I'm probably going to make, I'm leaning towards, because I always make a center first, and I don't want to make a center this year first. So the first player I'm leaning towards is a 6'3 player, 6'3, 6'4, something along those lines. Well, City, what about locks get exclusive bumps and defensive animations based on attributes? We would love to see that. We would love to see that. Give them a special bump animation. Give them a tool that they could use at their disposal. Chris Move said it perfectly, man. You got the offense who gets these speed boost animations, but you don't got defense getting the same type of, they don't have the same type of tools to defend. And it's just like you're always at a handicap. You're always at a disadvantage on defense. Not to say that there's not amazing defenders out there. I know there's amazing defenders, but they're operating at a handicap in compared to what offensive tools have, like the offense and the tools that they have. Bully badge was overhyped. Yeah, definitely one of the most overhyped badges in the game. Play Now is garbage now. I used to love it. Oh, yeah, I never played Play Now. I tried. I not that I never played it. I didn't play it often. I know folks got me into it maybe in like NBA 2K20 or 19. They got me on it, if I'm not mistaken. And I played like a couple games, but that was it. A lot of things they need to fix. These out of bounds calls. Yesterday we were playing the game and we're trying to inbound the rock and we can't even inbound the ball. Why? Because the half court set is so small. So defenders are all over the place. There's no space to move. Chris Move said that perfectly as well. There's a reason why folks play 2-3. Do you understand why they play 2-3? Is because it's much easier to guard a space in such a small court. It's easy. How don't you play 2-3 or some type of hybrid between 3-2 and 2-3? You know, because if you guard a space, you're damn near in a passing lane at every angle. The court is so small. Hopefully 2K extends this court option, especially if they're going to limit finishing. If they're going to limit finishing, then folks need more space to work and take advantage of teardrops, floaters, maneuverability into the paint, the mid-range shots. We need those back. And I think the community does want those back. We need options. And the thing is that we've had those options before and they were taken away. I think they stopped letting FaZe be so consistent. I must say the stream is incredibly smooth, Old City. Thank you, Jonathan. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, we out here. This is what we do. You know, we make the videos and then I try and go live so that way I could connect with y'all, read your comments, see what y'all feeling. And this allows me to keep my finger on the pulse of the people. Do you get what I mean to say? Because I notice it seems like, and I'm not calling nobody out here, but it seems like it's easy for creators to lose touch, especially if they're gaining success. They end up losing touch. And that's something that or at least I never want to do. I never want to lose touch. This is why we stay so closely connected within our Discord community. So outside of these live streams, then I go into our Discord and we're there with the community damn near the whole night as well. This is what we do on a daily basis, yeah. Do you think slashing will, I can't, although he said, do you think slashing will still be OP given the fact that interior defense is buffed? We don't know yet if interior defense is buffed. I feel as though 2K is favoring defense more. I just got here, so I wanted to ask just in case. Yeah, we don't know yet what, I can tell you my history with interior defense. Interior defense has always suffered. 2K19 had the rim protector. It was probably the best year for interior defenders. It was a pure rim protector. And it's not to say that folks can't be good. Everybody can be good at interior defense, but we're talking about the consistency and what does 2K favor? You know, in those clutch games, elite finisher versus elite defender, more times than not, it'll lean towards the finisher or the shooter, or it'll lean towards the offense more times than not. So that's what I've noticed about interior defense. Even if they had like a good start, one patch ruins it all. And I've seen that happen way too many times every year. Back in 2K17 was probably the last that I really enjoyed defense. But every year it's like they'll have like a spurt, like a little slight goodness, and then it just goes downhill and we can't understand why. As if folks don't appreciate interior defense. And even still, with everything that's going on right now in the community, you don't hear a lot of people talking about interior defense and how terrible it is. One thing I will say, appreciate that, Dame. What up, Dame? Dame Espacio. One thing I will say, y'all, they need to make happen, which was never in the game. This was never in the game, y'all. But what's going on with interior defense, interior defenders making good contests in the paint, and then they get put into this long-winded struggle animation while the offensive player just grabs his own board and goes right back up while you're still trying to recover from making a contest. Some got to be done. That was never in 2K. That was never an issue. So I don't understand how these new things just so happen to like arrive into the game. It don't make no sense to me. So hopefully they could fix that. I haven't heard a lot of people talking about that, although everybody knows it's an issue. I haven't heard a lot of people talking about that. I can't understand as a developer how you even allow that to take place. That's what's confusing to me. But it is what it is. I'm playing Rush because I'm listening to you, man. I appreciate you too. Appreciate that. Salute to you. That's just like 22. It started off so incredibly good. The whole community was satisfied until the patch. So does that lend to the idea now, just to put on, for the sake of creating dialogue, does that lend to the idea that can this stuff be happening on purpose? Because Mike Wang acknowledged completely on multiple tweets saying when they made an adjustment, don't worry, we didn't touch gameplay. Whenever we had a patch, don't worry, we didn't touch gameplay. So they've already acknowledged when the community really likes the game. Now, I'll give you guys a for instance. In the beginning of the year, folks were so happy with the game, right? If they're happy with the game, they're not making nearly as many builds in the beginning of the year. I'll give you a theory of mine. What I think may have happened was that folks felt so comfortable with the game that they didn't make many new builds in the beginning of the year. What I think would have happened had 2K left it alone is they would have gotten way more money toward mid and end of year. If the game stood amazing, they would have saw everybody trying out new builds mid toward end of year. In the beginning, folks were trying to meet a learning curve, understand all the new mechanics, understand how to adjust to the OP steal, the OP defense. They were trying to learn. 6-1s weren't even a thing yet before the patch changed everything. So it lends to the idea, at least from the way I see it, that is this stuff done on purpose? Because I imagine that there wasn't people making tons of builds because they were so happy with the gameplay that they were experiencing. Those builds would have come way later in the year when folks got a hang of the game and then they say, all right, now I'm ready for something else. Now I want to try this. Now I want to try that. It's crazy. It's crazy to think about this weird stuff. And I know it may sound weird to some of you folks that are just like, homie, you wildin'. Why you thinking too much, bro? You got too much time on your hands. Nah, bro. It's not too much. Trust me. When you learn 2K, it's not too much to think along those lines. In fact, I don't even think we put enough effort into thinking along those lines because we've been getting finessed by 2K for 2 decades plus. Salute to 2K and how they handled their business, man, because who would have known they would have been able to finesse so much money out of us? Who would have known? Everybody was happy, chilling, playing NBA Live with money in their pocket, able to buy a steak and cheese sandwich. Now you broke, you got your car is about to get repossessed, and you got back pay on your rent or your mortgage about to get drained. So solely because you finna buy VC. If the patch would have not messed the game up, the replica build would have been fun to try. Right. You got all these replica builds, and damn near every one was unsuitable for 2K, for the game that they put in front of us. If anything, the replica builds should have been some of the most goated builds in the game. Goated for online gameplay. You know, there's a difference here that some folks don't seem to understand as well. And I'm not knocking anybody for not understanding it. Offline gameplay versus online gameplay are like worlds apart. So when 2K is developing builds, they need to make it for online gameplay, and they have enough analytical data to determine what an online 2K good player looks like. You know how you a GOAT? You know how when you go play My Career, you are GOAT and you feel like you amazing? How deceptive is it when you take that same offline experience and attempt to go online and find out you're really trash. I know every one of us had to go through it at some point. At some point, think back when. It may not be happening now for you, but think back when you started and you was playing offline and you thought you was amazing offline, scoring 100 points in a game. And then you come online with the same jump shot, the same everything, and nothing works. Your dribble animations don't click for you in the same way they do offline. Your jump shot is bricking. You're not feeling like you're moving the same. It's a totally night and day experience. And it looks like 2K is developing things like replica builds for offline gameplay. And we're like, homie, if folks really invest in this build, they're trying to play online. How dare you not let him meet this particular threshold to get this animation? You feel me? You see, Jesus said me in 2K16. That was me in 2K16 as well, though, Jesus. And it was a learning curve for me as well. I hit legend. I think I was legend 3 or 4. But the same thing for 2K16 was me. I came online. I said, "Oh hell no!" I played like 1 or 2 games and went back and grinded my build out to 99. I'm not. You guys know I ain't telling you no lie here, man. It's unnecessary. I could just say my experience. I ain't trying to finesse you. I got no reason to try and finesse anybody. Think back when I'm barely over that realization. Blake said, "I'm barely over that realization." Because this is facts, man. You go online, and that's what I'm saying, that maybe 2K needs to put more effort in the idea of allowing players to create their build and adjusting these thresholds for online gameplay. If they make it like that, then offline is going to feel even more amazing. But there shouldn't be such a drastic difference between what you experience offline versus online. That means there's something wrong with their coding for the AIs that you're playing against. They're not operating in the same way like you would play somebody online. BX Scotty said, "Uncle Demi be finessing people with them trash replicas." You said it, man, not me. Well, I guess I said it too in the video. Hey, no love lost, man. It is what it is. It's just learning if someone like Uncle Demi is, and it looks like this is the case, he's really focused on his career with 2K. So from that perspective, I say, hey, go ahead, do your thing, homie. Get your bag, do what you do. If you really focus on your career with 2K, then yeah, your best interest is to make those replica builds, because making money for 2K will help 2K see what you're about. So I get that, but I just feel like the people need to know. That's all my basic argument is. Let the people know. Because if Ronnie 2K made a build, this is a perfect example. If Ronnie 2K came on YouTube and said, "This is the build I'm making, it's goated," how many people going to make that build? What we're going to do is look at the attributes and be like, oh, hell nah. First, we're not even going to trust Ronnie 2K because he hasn't proven to be a player. So you feel what I'm saying? It's just like some things to think about. What up, OG? Triple OG. What's goody? Based on last year at 1K VC per my career game, 4 hours a day, should be able to max a 99 in 54 days, no playing. Well, I actually gave the detailed numbers for that, and I dropped that in a video. It'll take you 5 full seasons. This is as per All City Big Heck. If you want to max your build out, considering the cost, which I created this diagram that spread throughout the 2K community like wildfire, showcasing how much you guys paid per build in 2K23. And my build is the one that I used, and it came out to 473,000. So All City Big Heck did the math and found out in order to gain 473,000 and max out your build, you would have to play 5 full seasons offline, and that's at 1,000 VC per game. Now, surely you think you're going to get a little bit more than 1,000 VC per game. So you got to factor in things like boost, you got to factor in your day-to-day spending. And that means you probably gonna even play more games. 1,500 par games to make that happen, maxing out your build, and that's at 300 VC per game. Crazy stuff, man. Hey, appreciate that, Jonathan. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, this is gonna be one of the first videos. Y'all be sure to keep it locked here, because one of the first videos that I'm gonna make for my first build on the night that 2K drops. So at midnight, I'm gonna be making my build, and I'm gonna find out how much it costs at midnight. By the morning, you guys should have that video, and I'll compare it with the cost from 2K23's build video, and we'll see what's the percentage increase, inflation that they have for bills. Because you gotta, I don't know if you guys know, you guys gotta pay taxes to play in NBA 2K's virtual city. This ain't a free thing, and a lot of people don't understand that. You're paying taxes. And I know, because I know a lot of you guys are like getting to know me, so you see me with a serious face, and a lot of people say, damn, it's like you're looking deeply into my eyes. That's part of that's part of the troll. So as you guys get to know me, you'll start learning, like, oh, he's about to troll us right now. Salute to all the new people, man. But yeah, facts. You guys are paying taxes to play in a virtual city as per 2K. Don't forget about the endorsements. Facts. I can get the game 2 or 1 day before release, a CD version. I live in the Middle East, Kuwait. Hey, salute to you, 2K Arab. It means that I can get the game at 9/5/2023, according to America. We get every year like that. That's dope, 2K Arab. Appreciate you sharing that, man. Join our Discord, 2K Arab, so you could let us know. Maybe we could connect on the night it's released, and you can fill us in on some information. Type !Discord to join. We would definitely like some insider information for folks who get the game early. From what I seen, Batchplug is about to take a flight to New Zealand, so he could play early. Hey, did you like that 75K for MVP in the city? I did that across like 8 bills. I didn't even do it. I tell you, I despise like my career. I attempted to, and I couldn't. I'd be clenching my jaw. And then 2K23's my career was the worst, because you had to do storylines in between each game. So I'd be having to get out. I can't do the my career thing. That's why I make looking deeply into my slow. What up, Tony Carter? What's going on? You got to get a part-time job in the game for 2K24. Yeah, facts. That's what you think all them dudes wearing the glizzy hats was doing. All them dudes wearing the glizzy hats with tight, shiny pants. So wait, you never got accelerator? I never got accelerator. You see, I ain't playing D-Star. I ain't playing. I never got none of the perks. I never did it. Yeah. And I played the whole year like that. I might be different for next year. I hear they said something about what was it, the Mamba moments, how a lot of players are going to want to play the Mamba moments, because there's probably going to be something tied into your my player. So I probably have to do your takeovers or perks. But yeah, I wasn't playing. I didn't play my career, not even for the accelerator. I grind my career until you unlock the J. Cole games, then you can get all your badges fast. Yeah, I've been fine all year. 2K, I couldn't take 2K23 seriously. In the beginning of the year, I was totally prepared to take it seriously. And then the patches, the way the gameplay had changed so drastically, I said, I can't go through this again, B. I can't do that. I was able to play 2K22, took a slight hiatus in 2K22. In 2K21, I couldn't play the whole year. So after 2K20, mind you, this is me coming off a legend run, hitting legend on 2K20. We get 2K21. I couldn't even play the whole year, had to put the game down, stop playing. 2K22 dropped, it was refreshing. It was something different, and it felt good. Still took some time off in 22, but ended up coming back. Mind you, I'm building other channels at this point. So I had like a hip hop channel that kind of blew real quick. We did that for a little while, and then 2K23 hit. And what I'm getting at here is that from 21 to 23, they're like completely different games. per se. As far as gameplay mechanics, functionality, thresholds, it's very different games. So we're trying to figure out which way 2K is headed now. You see, we had stabilization, 2K16 to 2K20. It was stable. Gameplay was going to be something. And I guess we got spoiled because then 2K started exploring different options, and then we got 21, and then we got 22, and now we got 23. And it just feels way different than the consistency we had, which didn't seem consistent at that time. 2K16 to 2K20, it didn't seem consistent at that time because we always wanted more. We wanted better. At least that was the rumblings back then. But now, after the last 3 years, it's like, whoa, bring us back to the consistency. At least bring us back to square one. So we see what 24 offers us. Maybe it'll be the first step towards stabilization. The story was trash all the way. I think offense is great. They shouldn't remove quick drop if don't fix anything else. They fix the defense. Yeah, they need to fix the defense. For us, not go to players, it was a bonus to get them badges up. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. What up, Peter? 2K20 was a historic monument of a game. It was. It was. They're talking about leaderboards possibly coming back as well. 2K20 was a year, and you couldn't really appreciate it for what it was then. But after 21, 22, 23, you're like, damn, I want that back. I want that same vibe back where you was like, man, I can't wait to get back home and get on the game and drop somebody off. I wonder how we got accelerated in 24, because that accelerated grind was nasty for 23. Hopefully the game is good enough that I could pursue perks like accelerator. California IA just joined. What's good? What up? What up? What up? It's literally like 2.5 months of grinding. If you play like 7 hours a day of my career. Wow, are you serious? It was that crazy. I think 2K17 was overrated as hell too, and that was what we felt when we were playing 2K17. Mind you, 2K17 is before we experienced 2K18. It's before we experienced 2K21. So at that time, 2K17 was coming off of one of the best years, 2K16. So it was hard to live up to that. It was really hard to live up to that. We went from playing, I don't think you guys know this, but in 2K16, they had like rival championships. And then like if you played for Rivet City or the Ballers or whatnot, well, Rivet ended up winning. So we got a whole new park, which put us on top of a skyscraper. You saw helicopters flying around and everything. So from 2K16, we won Rivet won the championship, and they put us in a new park. We're playing on this skyscraper, but then we get 2K17 and they put us like in a warehouse. So it was like, what in the world? But what was dope about it was like Rivet City had like chains on the nets. Each respective affiliation had their particular animations tied to it. Ricky Slick with the 199 super chat. All City, where can we get that shirt you got on? You can get it at allcitylivetv.com, or you could check the shelf on here on YouTube. But yeah, each affiliation had its own particular uniqueness, I should say. And if you were Old Town, you had the ball will light on fire if you were dribbling. So that was dope. If you were in Sunset, when you shot your three, the ball be like flames will shoot out the ball. So the ball will be on fire when you shoot. And if you were part of Rivet, the whole screen will shake when you dunked, because Rivet was considered the dunkers, the rim runners. So they make it like shake. So they had such great ideas from back then that we thought 2K was just going to elaborate on and make that much better, which they probably are better now, but it's harder for us to see it now. Back then, it was amazing. We never experienced anything like that. So it was super dope. Instead of grinding my career, you could low-key get a job at McDonald's and would save you a bunch of time. My hip-hop channel was 1 minute hip-hop. Was 2K16 the one we had to do so many in-game actions to get the badge? Facts. Yep. 17 was the first 2K to make me go back to the previous game. Miss those days at River City. Yeah, yeah. The folks that know, they know. Yeah, Old Town was always laggy because they had like roller coasters in the back, and it was a bunch of lights, and 2K servers couldn't handle everything they had in the background. So Old Town was always laggy, but it was crazy because everybody wanted to go to Old Town because it was easy games in Old Town. When I play my career, I feel like Akon. I'm locked up and won't let me out. Well, on that note, y'all, it was great vibing with y'all, kicking it with y'all. We're about an hour in right now. If you guys would like to connect with me past this live stream, come join our Discord. You guys are all welcomed as long as you're on like positive type of vibes. If you're toxic, don't bother joining because I will remove you ASAP. I appreciate y'all, man, so much. Thank you for tuning in. I will catch you guys on the next video or live stream.